So we wouldn't start without you.
Please don't. Perfect attendance.
Really? I didn't know that.
What's that?
You do, right?
I haven't missed a meeting. 2 years.
All right, the work session of the Mayor and Council for Monday, November 19th, 2012 will come to order. It's 6:15 p.m. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and attend any meetings of public bodies in which business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the law, the Mayor and Council of the Borough of River Edge have caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place posted in the Borough Hall, and notices were sent to the Bergen Record and the Ridgewood News. The mission of this governing body is to provide essential services through the implementation and establishment of public policy to safeguard our infrastructure and provide honest, courteous, and professional services, establishing a sense of trust and accomplishment with our residents. We do this by research and prudent planning to minimize municipal risks while improving municipal services. We are sensitive to the needs of the taxpayers while realizing that the governing body cannot be all things to all people due to the revenue constraints imposed by state mandates, economic conditions, and prevailing attitudes about taxation. We are on the record, right? Are we on the record? So we're being recorded and videoed. If you wish to address the Mayor and Council during the public session, you can stand up and give us your name and address and approach the microphone, and you'll be recorded as well as seen. Can I have a roll call?
Councilwoman Murphy?
Here.
Councilman Court? Councilman Coppola?
Here.
Councilman McMillan? Councilman Guadalupe?
Here.
Councilman Caballero?
Here.
And Mayor Scaratola.
Here. All right, our Borough Administrator, Mr. Negrian, is at a joint insurance fund meeting. Paul Courts is not available to be with us this evening, and Councilman Mignon is on sick leave. So, with that, we have a special proclamation this evening that I'd like to give. The proclamation is to Hamlet Gasparo Campagna, otherwise known as Hal.
Yep, they called it. You don't have to get that, you don't have steps.
You don't have to get up.
If you want to get up. You want to get up?
No.
Okay, he wants to get up. Okay.
Want to get up?
Ready to get up.
Want to sit here or?
See me doing that.
Thank you very much. Beautiful.
Take your time, Dad.
They tried to finally let me. How are you?
I am fine, Your Honor.
We had lunch together today.
Good.
At SCORE at the Senior Center. All right. Whereas Hamlet Gasparo Campagna was born November 4th, 1912 in Watertown, Massachusetts. He has attained the age of 100 years, well actually 100 years and 15 days. Growing up, Hamlet had multiple nicknames throughout his life. Ham, Hal, Camp. At the time of his birth, he had an older brother, Vincent, and a sister, Frances. The youngest sister, Blanche, was born in 1914. Tragedy struck the family with the death of his mother in 1916. His father was forced to separate the family. Frances lived with friends, and Blanche lived with a relative. Vincent and Hamlet remained together in orphanages and foster homes. Whereas when Hamlet was 16, his father remarried and united the family. As a young boy, Hamlet liked to draw comics. While in high school, he drew comics for the school newspaper and the yearbook. He graduated from Somerville High School in 1931. Whereas after high school, he earned $12 a week working for the Boston American newspaper, which is part of the William Randolph Hearst newspaper chain. He later found a job in New York City with the Associated Press. He worked nights, earning about $40 per week. Whereas when America entered World War II, He served his country in the Coast Artillery. After the war, he was rehired by the Associated Press. He was later hired by King's Feature Syndicate as a photo retoucher. Whereas in 1947, Camp married Mary Johanna O'Toole, whom he met on a blind date. After the birth of their first child, Gail, they moved into their new home in River Edge in the summer of 1948. The family grew very quickly with the birth of their twin girls, Jean and Joan, in 1949. The twins were followed by Roberta in 1953 and Lynn in 1954. Their sixth child, Thomas, was born in 1960. Whereas in 1965, King Feature Syndicate asked Camp to take over the artwork for the comic strip Bringing Up Father, also known as Jigs and Maggie. During his 64 years as a resident of River Edge, Camp was active at St. Peter's the Apostle Church, the Boy Scouts, the Lion Club, the Blood Bank, and SCORE. He willingly provided his time and artistic talents to all of these organizations. In the 1980s, he enjoyed the work he did for St. Peter the Apostle Church in their Showtime program. So it is a great honor that I present this proclamation to Camp today. Congratulations on your momentous achievement. It was great having lunch with you, and hope to see you again next year.
Okay, thank you.
Now we're going to have a
Thank you very much.
presentation from Mr. Kraus and the Lions Club.
Campy, it's great to see you here tonight. As soon as we heard in the Lions Club that the town was going to do this for you, we knew right away that we had to come up here and also make a presentation. I know that you're active in a lot of other clubs and a lot of other service organizations in town, but I speak for all the members of the Lions Club when I say that we'll always remember you as a River Edge Lion. In the many years that you served with the club, in addition to doing all the usual things that everybody else in the club did, you were our artist in residence. You did all of the posters for us. You did all of the artwork for all the special plaques that we gave out over the years. And I know that everybody in the club really appreciates everything that you did. We have a plaque for you today, and let me read it to you.
Yes.
It says, "The River Edge Lions Club proudly honors Hal Campy Campagna on the occasion of your 100th birthday. Thank you for all your years of dedicated service and friendship." Thanks so much, Campy.
Getting up is difficult.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Can we take a picture with the family?
I thank you very much, all of you, honoring me. It's a great pleasure to be honored, but I feel, in other words, I thank you very much. And it was great. And I try to serve River Edge as a good citizen. And I'm glad that they made use of some of my talent, making signs for these occasions and so forth. And it was a pleasure. I have been a resident for 63 years now, and I think they were the happiest years of my life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll just do it right here. Okay? You take that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to email it to you. Okay, great. Thank you.
for his terrible stain.
Ready?
No, maybe Mr. Kraus and I can go take him with
What's that?
Mr. Kraus and I have
One more. Ready? Okay. Your turn. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
One picture with Mr. Kraus and I. Here.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me grab the proclamation.
Sorry.
Look.
Sorry.
Get out of here. That whole- No, no. You-
Thank you.
Was that in the packet that I didn't get that?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nobody? No, because the last time we did.
Congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet all of
Here,
you.
this is yours. We'll take this.
Okay,
Tom will
thank you.
take that.
All right.
It's sort of a strange story how I got to River Edge.
Okay.
One of my co-workers lived in New Milford. And at that time, my dear wife and I were looking for apartments, but we went to Long Island. And we couldn't afford the cost of a house because the only furlough money I had from my Army career was $800. And this young man told me they're building homes in a town known as River Edge. He lived in New Milford. And he suggested I look there. And my wife-to-be and I came to River Edge, we looked, and we found a house that would suit our needs. The only money I had was $800 for my credit, which was furlough money. And they wanted $1,000 down. And one of the gentlemen said, I like your face. I will really donate $200, pay me when you can. And so that's how we bought our home. With $1,000, and we're happy there. Thank you.
Wonderful story. Thank you.
You got it now.
Thank you. Good luck to you at the next board meeting.
Welcome. Take care. Thank you.
Appreciate it. You better be at the next board meeting, or else I'm gonna bad you.
First,
Correct, the early close, 6:30.
all right, and we passed the resolution at the last council meeting, correct? All right, so can I have a motion to go into closed session to hiring of a police officer? Going to hear from the chief?
It's actually the first thing, Mayor, to interview with the
Candidate. I know, where is he?
In the hallway.
Okay.
Mayor, we have some interview questions which we distributed to the council. It would be appropriate to just narrow those questions down to a select few. I have them here for you to look at.
Mayor, will you be asking if they have any tattoos